Bonjour, Kinamagi and Ine Ireland Indigenous, and welcome to this production of Support Coach Television. Today's episode, Preserving Freedom, the Edith Markham story. Second read answers. As is always the case, if you have not yet completed the Google form version of worksheet 276, please do so before viewing the remainder of this video. You should exit out now. This video is intended to provide feedback for students who may have missed class and those discussions during said class. I advise that if at all possible, that you participate during these sessions during our live stream, as that'll give you a chance to interact with your peers and make meaning of the story together. I will be giving you the textbook answers. In this, your expectation is just to be able to compare the answers with what you thought. You're not expected to have to go back through and redo the assignment. You've already submitted it. It's more for the learning than anything else. So we're looking at the second read, the green box. And in these cases, it's going to ask you to compare different details between the first story, Edith Markham, My Century, that we read last week, and then Preserving Freedom, the Edith Markham story this week. So you'll hear me call them My Century and Preserving Freedom to help differentiate. And the first green box on 134 says, compare paragraph 1 in this selection with paragraph 1 of Edith Markham, My Century. How do the accounts differ? And the answer provided, in My Century, Markham reveals her feelings and insights about her life. In Preserving Freedom, the biography reveals only facts about Markham in its introduction. On 135, the green box is, what early childhood incident does the biographer describe? Why didn't Markham choose to include this? Write your answer. Under My Century, it says Markham most likely didn't include the details about Olivia because they were a minor part of her childhood. In Preserving Freedom, it says while working for the West, Markham was able to be a companion and study partner for the West daughter, Olivia. Turning to 136, how does each account of Markham's life describe her path to becoming a lawyer? In My Century, it says after serving the West family, Markham went to Wentworth College with the money she earned. Then she became a lawyer. In Preserving Freedom, the biographer says that after serving the West family, Markham went to Wentworth College with the money she earned and with the West's help. Inspired by anti-slavery writings, she completed law school and passed her law exams. Going to 137, it says both accounts cite Markham's belief in the importance of knowing one's rights. How do they present the same information differently? In My Century, it says Markham expresses this belief when discussing rights after the Civil War. And in Preserving Freedom, this information is told using a quotation from a speech she made. And then finally, on 138, both accounts tell about the Women's Suffrage March in 1905. Explain how each is told differently. In My Century, it says in the memoir, she jumps onto the lamppost in a confused panic. She speaks out because she is frightened that violence is about to erupt. She shames the men into standing down. In Preserving Freedom, she is a heroic figure who doesn't waver and speaks out in a clear voice. Remember to just compare your answers with what was presented there. If you have any further questions about it, please bring it to our in-class sessions or during office hours or even via email. Hope you all have a Minogishigad. Minwa, Mama P.